Okay guys, we are third video in my ChatGPT AI Greek God series, and like I said in the last video, I am getting the measuring tape, which got right here, and I'll be doing measurements and curating a new routine that is based on my body. So what I'm going to do, at first I was like, I'm going to make a video where I can show you guys me measuring and the whole process of that, but I quickly realized that this is going to be a little bit more of a difficult process than I thought. Maybe not as difficult, but it's going to be kind of time consuming in a way. So first what I did was I asked ChatGPT what measurements it's going to need, because I don't know. I mean, hell, I'll just do my bicep and my abs, my shoulders, whatever. But it gave me a whole list of measurements it's going to need to do this plan that I want to create. So with that being said, I'll show you guys all the list of measurements I'll be taking right here. And now that you see that, I'm gonna have to do some of this off camera, but like for instance, the neck. Obviously, I'm gonna have to go around and I'll have to look at the mirror just to get a measurement. I can't really do that without looking at the mirror or having some type of help from someone else. But for instance, just a quick little demo just to show you guys how I'm going to be doing this. I got one of these. It's a retractable one. The other ones where it's not retractable will just work just as fine. But I just saw this on TikTok, I think it was, and I wanted to try it out. So basically, this part starts at 2 inches. You have a little slot right here where you would put the end of the retractable tape in. And you have to make sure that it's kind of like lined up right. There you go. And just for demonstration's sake, I'm going to show you guys bicep, right? Because it's right here. It's easy. Now, one thing to keep in mind is it's probably best to do this if you're not right after the gym, swole, just have the biggest pump, and you're just, you're all pumped up, because you're going to get different measurements versus you doing it after everything's calmed down and your body's back to its normal state, if you will say. So I highly suggest, don't do this immediately after the gym. Now, another thing too that ChatGPT said is for wanting the measurements is it's going to want relaxed and the flex. So what that means is basically this is relaxed. This is you just normal, not flexing, and just basically, normal. And then flexed. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It's going to be the measurement of whatever that muscle is when you're flexing it. Now, with that being said, and I like how I say that's the second time of with that being said, I'm going to put all these measurements into ChatGPT, and with that, it will curate a new routine. I know I did last week's routine, not with the measurements. Hell, maybe the routine might not even differ or change too much, but I'll show you guys what it ends up doing in order for me to start working on this whole symmetrical, balanced Greek God physique that I'm trying to go for. What I'm going to do right now is pretty much step back, and I'm gonna show you guys the measurements that I ended up getting while I did the measurements. I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, hopefully in that little bit of a clip, I'll be able to input little edits of like my measurements and whatnot, and you guys can have a better idea of where my starting point is, and then week by week or however often I'm gonna update this. I don't know how fast I'm gonna grow or how long this process is gonna take. When it comes to body recomposition though, I do know that it's gonna take time. It's not like a bulk or a cut where I'm gonna see some dramatic differences in weight and size right away, as far as like bulking and gaining weight or whatever. So yeah, I will show you guys the routine that ChatGPT has now created for me based off of these measurements, And on the next video, I will kind of talk to you about where I'm at in this whole process. But alrighty, see you guys in the next one.